you're horny, but also, what is life? Yeah.
Someone tell me what hanging from the ceiling means.
After that one, I had to pray. Like I love seeing him doing shit like that. It's so evil, and it's just beautiful. Like, you know, it's just like.
Lana, SOS Deluxe. Talk about what are the bangers, favorite bars, favorite moments. Let's talk about the Kendrick feature.
Kendrick is evil.
We'll talk about Kendrick's. You know, he's got that demon on his shoulder.
Kendrick has a passion for demonstrating how much he hates someone. And honestly, I admire that.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what songs make the sex playlist.
Yeah, that's very important to couples out there who have to get freaky and shit.
Yeah. SZA, there was a lot of kinky moments.
Yeah.
Some of them I had to Google. Some of them I had to Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
Someone tell me what hanging from the ceiling means.
After that one, I had to pray. I had to ask for forgiveness.
Lord, forgive us. We're going to listen to the new SZA album. All right. Bangers. What were the bangers on this?
The bangers on this, in my opinion. So first of all, we had like, what do I do? Like,
what do I do?
The first one, 30 for 30, like generational run. Like, you know, I don't even need to explain why.
Crazy.
Like, you know, after that, like, honestly, I think that like Love Me For Me, crazy ass song, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like I really love the song.
It. Yeah.
Like
there was a moment in the first verse.
Yeah, like
she's paying tribute to her mom and her dad.
Exactly.
She's like the only ones who loved me for me.
Yeah.
And she's like questioning like to everyone else. Maybe she's speaking to whoever this Diamond Boy is.
Yeah.
The dude from West Side of Compton.
Yeah,
like all the people she mentioned.
We see you.
This man's applying for the SZA bodyguard.
Oh, I mean, just a bodyguard. I have a girl though, like, you know.
Right.
But like, yeah.
All right. So, but she's questioning this whole thing. I think it comes with being well loved by the masses, being a celebrity, being an artist.
Yeah.
Is that do people love her for who she is?
Yeah.
I think she's questioning some of that. So I think that song hits in a lot of different ways.
And I think it's a valid question because like we're not on that side of life, at least. We don't know life like that. Like what it's like to be a celebrity, what it's like to like go places or to not be able to go places, and everyone screaming your name and shit like that. But it's not always you that they love. They love your art. Doesn't mean they love you.
They love the idea of you.
They love the idea of you.
They love maybe your work.
And I think that the most dangerous part of fame is people often, most of the time, love the idea of someone. And when they get to discover who someone is, and they might see someone having like a different opinion from them, that's when like they all crash out like, oh, how dare you say that? But
how could he vote for Trump?
Yeah, like, you know, and don't get me wrong, like, you know, I don't fuck with Trump. Like, I don't care about like shit like that. But at the same time, it's like whatever you do in your personal time as a celebrity, whatever it is, that has nothing to do with me. Like,
and
you know,
I think godifying, deifying, idolizing these people, but also on the flip side, like being hypercritical about their personal lives. Celebrities are also dehumanized through this whole process, through this whole like the tabloids thing, through like, well, we can just say whatever the fuck we want about these people because they live in the public domain.
And there's often this argument of like, oh, they chose this. Like, you know, it's like, no, they didn't choose this. They chose to release art or to make movies or to like become a painter. They didn't choose to be like scrutinized on social media and like to see their lives being like put on the microscope and shit, like their personal lives. I mean, the art, like, you know, obviously the art will be criticized. That's a different story. But then when you start attacking people as a person, as who they are, that's when a lot of people like actually cross the line. So it's interesting to see her make a song like this, because I feel like she put that in such a beautiful and emotional way that fame is not what people think it is.
And that's one way to interpret it. You can also interpret it as whatever perspective I'm coming from as a listener. I can also question, like, do the people around me, do my friends, does my partner, do my parents, do they love me for me?
Yeah.
Like, you can also interpret it from that perspective. So I feel like the openness in this song, it allows you to think from her perspective and empathize with her story. But then you also look at your own story and you're like, okay, like, you know, this applies to me no matter what I'm coming from, and no matter whether I'm famous or a celebrity or not. It's relatable experience no matter what it is, you know?
No, I fully agree with that. And that's why I think the song was definitely like one of the most like outstanding songs on the project for me. Like, you know, and there's definitely a few others like Chill Baby, like crazy song, Crybaby, crazy song.
Crybaby is the one when, you know, you're just crying in the bathtub by yourself. There's like a scented candle on, you got the Epsom salts, and you just got your headphones in, and you're just sobbing.
And you might have the happiest life, and then suddenly you're like, but what is life?
And then your girlfriend's knocking on the bathroom door and be like, yo, what you doing there? And you're like, yo,
stay out there. Like, you know, because you can't, because as a man, you're like, I can't let my girl see me cry and shit. Like, you know.
No, they like that. They want it. They want to.
Men are allowed to cry. Like, you know, men are allowed to cry. But please.
This is a PSA.
Let us cry in private, though. Like, you know.
Let us cry in private. Crybaby was an amazing ballad, amazing song.
For real.
Drive.
Drive.
The music video with Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, we see you.
Yeah.
We acknowledge you. We appreciate you because you appreciate SZA. Like, you know, first of all, like the video was great concept.
Yeah.
Like having Ben Stiller, who's apparently a big fan of her.
Yeah.
Like having her in the video, like, was a great touch, and like he's just a great actor and has a good vibe, so it's cool.
I like his work too.
Yeah, and
I like the stories that he's in, the character he portrays. Characters in different movies. So.
No, me too.
Yeah,
like,
I fuck with Ben Stiller.
Yeah, me too. Like Ben Stiller is definitely like as a director, actor, because we Severance, that's him. Like, you know, so as a director, as an actor, as a writer, he's definitely one of the brightest minds in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And a very talented actor. So it's cool to see him like in something more laid back, more fun. And to see him as a fan, not see him as an actor. Yeah. Like, you know, and it's cool to see her being his fan and putting him in the video. But the song itself, though, like the vibe, the lyrics, the vocals, the beat, no notes, literally no notes.
SZA better get a Severance next season, like cameo.
Yeah, I hope she gets a cameo, like,
some,
you know,
random office worker
like,
or something,
you know, like, you know? Even if it's random, like, you know,
Ben, make that shit happen.
Ben, please, if you see this, you know what to do. You know what to do.
Yeah, I feel you.
Ben Stiller in a drama, or him writing a drama like Severance. Yeah. To me, that's when like he shows his peak. But as a comedian / comedy actor, he's great too. He's great. Like, but I think that like I like him even more in drama than comedies, except Tropic Thunder. But yeah.
It's a conversation for another day. When is blackface appropriate?
Listen, blackface PSA is never ever appropriate. And technically, was RDJ doing blackface? Well, he was doing a character, playing a character.
It's a slippery slope.
So it's a slippery slope.
Yeah. Like, it was like a cheat code.
It's almost like an Inception type shit.
Yeah.
And don't be wrong, blackface is always fucking wrong. I'll just stop there.
All right, that was a little tangent. Didn't expect that. But yeah, other bangers, favorite moments. 30 for 30.
30 for 30. We gotta get to that because, like, honestly, Kendrick went nasty for murder. Nasty. Like, you know, like, because how you be talking like
he already dead.
Like he's already
dead, bro.
Because how you go on the song saying like say you on your cycle, but he on his period too. That is
nasty.
crazy.
Damn.
Like that's nasty work. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like this man is already dead, but then
Yeah.
you're still shooting the corpse. Like, you know,
that whole bar was crazy.
That whole bar was fucking insane. Like, you know, and like just like the way Kendrick like just like slid on the song, was like surfing, was just like having the best time. You can tell this song was fun for them to make.
Oh yeah, they were in the studio.
Yeah.
You know, just riffing off each other, those ad libs. Like, SZA had those great ad libs. You know,
she always has like very like cute and
they're
subtle.
cute ad libs.
Yeah, they're like cute ad libs and very subtle. And then when you listen to them, you hear them like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. They definitely lift up the track.
Yeah,
it's like a little fairy.
Yeah,
SZA comes in,
exactly.
Just,
like
picks up the track.
You know, some Tinkerbell type shit. Like,
yeah. Black Tinkerbell.
Black Tinkerbell. Like, you know, that's basically.
Actually, I don't know if that's a good analogy.
Well, isn't Tinkerbell a good character?
Isn't she like imprisoned in like the in Peter Pan and shit?
Damn, I don't
can't touch that.
Yo, I don't remember that. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Just Black Fairy energy.
Yeah, Black Fairy energy.
Black Fairy energy. You know. Standout bar from 30 for 30.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking with guys that thinking they're cuter than you.
Ooh.
Say you on your cycle, but he on his period too.
Disgusting.
The table's been turning so much. I was thinking it's foosball. The tenderness of him mistaking him for some white goo.
Honestly, that's a bar. That's a bar.
The Wagyu line
also made me hungry. Like, any restaurant out there, please send us some menus.
Sick, because he's saying all those other guys, like he's talking about rappers, just people giving him shitty energy.
They're just too soft.
You're just too soft.
Too soft.
I'm gonna eat you like steak.
Yeah, like, you know.
You're soft, like medium rare.
Like
Wagyu.
literally,
the
like,
softest,
you know, the softest steak.
The
like,
most
you know,
marbled cut. Just
the most delicious
I just
steak.
slice into you.
Like,
just you done.
I don't even need to season you, because you're already cooked.
You
like,
cooked,
you know,
man.
you cooked.
I love how this track also was those ad libs, but he's like chat.
Yeah,
they're speaking to chat. I gotta pull up those lyrics though. Both SZA and Kendrick.
Yeah.
They're both like, chat, should I fold that bitch, no yoga mat? Should I dead that homie, don't hit me back? Like, chat. Like, the way they're riffing, it's like, it's culturally relevant right now.
Yeah.
Because everyone's on streaming, everyone's like reacting to videos, there's streamers talking about the beef.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, let me talk back to the people.
Yeah.
Let me like, you know, I see what's going on out there. I see you guys. All right, like, I hear you. Like, this is where we're at.
Yeah, because like I feel the difference between now and like back then in the 90s and 2000s and shit is that now like celebrities and just people in general have direct access to other people, right?
Yeah.
So basically now you're constantly talking, you're either talking to the camera or responding to someone talking to the camera.
Yeah.
Like, you know, in this case, we're like the ones talking to the camera. People are going to respond to us, right? And that's exactly what SZA and Kendrick are doing, because they know that this generation has the attention span of a fish. And then, so basically, they're like just talking to them directly, and like telling them how they're feeling, like, you know. And then now it's like up to you guys to like respond to this and to react to this. And the first reactions seem to be great, because everyone seems to love the project. Yeah, like, you know.
Yeah, they're acknowledging their audience, they're acknowledging the listeners.
Yeah.
So the listeners are also like, there's a bit of this like not call and response.
Yeah.
I mean, there is call and response to the song, but also it's like, we're putting our out there. We know you're going to get it. We know you're going to receive it. Yeah. It's like, you guys make up the mind.
Exactly.
You guys
decide.
You guys judge. You guys decide, you know, what the temperature is. How does Drake look crazy or not?
Yeah.
Like, Kendrick, and I think in the outro he says, do I let him bump his gums or get him whacked? Chat, do I take his head off and wear it for fashion? Chat, do I do my stuff and take it to the max?
When he said that line, I was like, damn, this man literally like, this hate is for life. Like,
for life.
It's for life, and it's on site, like, you know.
You know what's scary? He's doing it with love. He's doing it in this singing way.
Yeah, no.
So it's like, it sounds
in
so
a
nice.
fun way, like, you know, and it sounds so nice.
I would kill him with love,
like,
yo.
You know, and I'm like, isn't she talking about like finishing off that man? But I'm like, this man is already dead. Like, you know, I'm like, damn.
And he's doing it on this like beautiful, like riffy guitar, synthy, like stringsy track. And he's like just singing about, hey, Chad, do I do my stuff and take it to the max? And Max is also a reference to Drake's whole Anita Max Win tour.
Yeah.
Weird. So he's just fucking digging the knife in.
he keeps like
kicking the corpse,
stabbing,
burning the body,
like literally.
But he's doing it with a smile. Like, and he's like, no, I'm
and he's like
just
basically dancing on the grave. Like,
he's just like, I'm just having fun.
Like literally.
You know?
No, Kendrick is crazy. Like in all the best ways. Like honestly, like I love seeing him doing shit like that. It's so evil, and it's just beautiful. Like it's just like people need to understand. Like to all the kids in high school, hate is a good thing. Spread hate.
You gotta make it look dope though.
Yeah. Don't do crazy shit though. Like,
Yeah. If you hate in style.
Yeah.
And you make it sound good. Make it look good.
Like, we're saying show your hate through poetry, through writing. Make a movie about people you hate. Make non-violent hate your brand, and then run with that, and become successful.
End of story.
I'll remember you.
What else is there to say?
Like, first of all, we need to talk about definitely the kinkiness of it all. Because SZA seems to be
SZA freaky.
Like she freaky.
Like the butt makes it seem like it's normal. The butt on the outside. Like I want to shake ass and do all the normal things, but I also want to just I want to swim in the swamp and I want to collect methane gas with my man.
I feel like all this after the Tinashe song came out, Nasty. After that, it just unleashed a wave of
shit just got
everyone's getting nasty. Every track,
I was like, Tinashe, we see you and we salute you.
Good music though.
Good
Tinashe,
music.
singer, dancer, artist, choreographer, amazing.
No, she
just beautiful artwork.
But she definitely opened the floodgates to.
She opened the floodgates with the nasty
songs,
everyone's like, oh shit, we can.
Yeah, literally,
all right, let's go.
Because I'm some lines in this project, I was like, oh, this girl talking about having good dick and shit, being hanging from the ceiling. I'm like, girl, you need to fucking relax. Talking about these diamond boys and all that shit. I'm like, damn.
I'm still trying to figure. Someone tell me what diamond boy.
You guys go find a diamond boy. Who the fuck is this?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
This is an amazing project though.
Yeah, no, this was a great project. Honestly.
She nailed down the vibe.
Yeah, she nailed the vibe. Also, I feel like every project she's able to I wouldn't say reinvent herself, but evolve.
Yeah.
Because even this project to me sounds different from SOS 2 years ago.
It sounds like her.
It sounds like her,
but
it's an evolution of her sound. Because she's trying new things. It doesn't sound like SOS.
Yep.
And I'm very interested to see what's next because there's she said there's more music coming, so I'm like, okay, we're ready, let's go,
that Grand National Tour.
I'm ready for that shit,
more music there.
Yeah, because I will be there. We'll see you live, so you better come some new shit, and also girl, I think it's time for you to make a dedicated sex playlist because you be doing some horny shit, and I think the essence of her music, like we said earlier off camera, is that you're horny, but also. What is life?
You're horny, but also, what is life?
Yeah. In the middle of sex or just
that's the issue. The issue is that you might be in the middle of sex and you put some SZA in the background and then you see your girl in her glory and then suddenly you're like...
And then halfway through you're just
halfway through
but what is life though?
Yeah, you're like, damn, I love my girl, but damn, this life shit be crazy. I need to reflect. And then you just look at your girl and you're like, I have to go. And then you go in the living room and you sit there, one tear. She asks you oh, what's wrong?
Just staring into the horizon.
Just staring into the horizon.
1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, your girl coming in the living room being like, yeah, what's wrong and shit? And then you're like, did nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, everything was right. But life is too hard. I don't know if I can do this anymore. And then you start crying and she looks at you crazy. That's basically what her music makes me feel like. Yeah.
Horny but sad.
Yeah, that's
SZA's whole brand.
Yeah, that's her brand.
That's her. Sprinkle in some tall grassy thing with fireflies floating in the background.
Exactly. But I think that that's the overall brand.
Yeah.
You're horny but sad. deep down you're in your feelings, but you think you're horny on the surface, but you're wrong.
That's why SZA's fucking her way through all her problems.
Exactly. Like, you know.
According to her.
Yeah.
I'm not.
We're just saying according to the songs. We're not.
Those
like,
were the lyrics.
Yeah. We're not like speculating. We're not like calling anyone anything. We're just observing and making observations based on what we heard. That's all. But definitely a great project. I think
amazing project. Still an 8 out of 10?
I would say
8.5.
I would say it's a 9. I would like give it a 9. 9.
That was a 9 out of 10.
9 to fufu out of 10.
9 to fufus out of 10.
Out of 10, like, you know, and I think that's a great rating. Like, you know, I think that, like, honestly, it's near flawless, and I'm giving a 9 because there's only one song that I don't like, or like less than the others. What's the song again?
BMF.
The BMF song is it's just not for me. Like, yeah, I would just say that. It's just like not really like.
Did you feel your mouth getting dry while you were listening to it?
Yeah, it was just like, you know, I can see like the white girls in Dumbo and the white girls in Queen West in Toronto, like, you know, really vibing to this shit. Like, yeah, I'm not sure I'm the demographic for this song, but, you know, whoever likes that song, good for you. I don't care. You don't need to put that in the comments.
I think every SZA project is a sex playlist.
Oh yeah, in some way.
This one, maybe even more so.
Yeah. Yes.
More so.
Yeah,
there's at least 6 songs here that make the sex playlist.
And 6 songs out of 15 is a lot. Like, you know, like, but hey, we're not criticizing. We're just saying.
No, cue that shit up.
Yeah,
Just add it to your.
Because like I love that vibe. I love what she's doing. I think that like either when she's introspective or being kinky, it's still great songs. She has this ability to make you picture the songs in your mind. Like she has this very cinematic like ability to like give you in your mind what she really like wants you to see, what she means, like you know, to paint a picture that is like really beautiful and often very sad actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I love this.
Yeah. She's definitely giving that impression of crying while fucking.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you know, I feel like I just feel like guys who have probably interacted with her got emotional themselves interacting with her. Like, you know, they probably like went home like driving back, like, you know, one tear being like, and they probably had the best time, but one tear being like, damn, this was too good. Like, you know, and they start crying and shit. Oh my god, yeah.
She's definitely got all her boys. I mean, her side pieces, like she reading up on their own astrology signs
for sure. Like you know, like she said it in one of the songs. I forgot which one. Like that, all her exes are like, you know, crawling back every time. Like, you know, I'm like I'm actually not surprised.
Yeah, no.
Like, you know, I'm sure that a lot of them are probably DM her like every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so shit. No.
And she's like, oh, that's just your Saturn return.
She was like, Mercury, what's the thing? Mercury in,
Mercury in Gatorade?
Yeah, in Gatorade or some shit, like, you know, like that.
All right, so what's next after this? So this is the Lana project. Amazing Christmas album.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas, sex, sad, existential album.
Yeah.
You know? Which makes sense.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So what's next after this?
I mean, I think at this point, like, you know, 2025 Grand National Tour. So, yes, like, definitely, like, the tour is next. Yeah. That tour will probably go for a while because, like, if I'm not mistaken, most of the dates or all of this are only North America so far.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's going to be a European leg, maybe an Australian leg as well. Like, you know, so they're probably going to be on tour for, like, the entire year.
Yeah.
I assume. And just because, like, TD and herself said that more music is on the way, I'm not sure exactly when the tour is starting, but I'm expecting maybe early spring, a new album, like, you know, like her proper third album, even though this one is I guess 2.5.
Yeah.
But I guess like the next album, I guess maybe spring. And I'm just speculating, like there's no actual clear indication of when it's going to drop. But just based on the timing of the Super Bowl, the timing of the tour, and the timing of this release right now, I'm saying spring 2025. We might see something. Like we're hoping at least to see something new.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm never in a rush to hear something new when someone gives us something great.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's like the issue, like a lot of fans today, is that they don't know how to digest music.
True.
Like, so like if she doesn't drop for the next year, I'm actually okay with that. I feel like she just gave us like a great body of work that will stand the test of time.
Yeah.
And that a year and a half from now will still be great.
Yeah.
So if she doesn't drop until 26, it's fine. Like,
I think quality.
Yeah.
I think lots of things with today's cycle of music, how music gets churned out, how music is kind of designed, and also encouraged to just live on charts for like 1 week, 2 weeks, a month.
Yeah.
And then it's on to the next.
Yeah.
And there's not enough depth that those songs or those projects that a lot of people are putting out, it just doesn't hold water. It just doesn't hold substance that people can dive into.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like on to the next, boom, when's the last time you heard of Ice Spice? When's the last time you heard of, and a lot of these artists that they're pushing stuff out.
But like we don't hear about them.
Yeah.
Like,
and do you really go back to those projects?
Exactly.
Do you hold nostalgia or sentiment over those projects? People are sentimental over projects that make them feel, make them ponder about it, make them have conversations like this, and also that just make them think about life and shit. Yeah.
No, exactly. I fully agree. I feel like your music needs to have an impact in time. You need to make music that actually like resonates with people emotionally. Like, that made them feel something, remember something, cry about something. And if you don't have any of that, like music can be fun as well. Like there's a lot of fun music, but if it's only fun, you won't be remembered in time.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the case of a lot of like newer artists who unfortunately don't understand that like you can't make music for the moment. You have to make music for forever.
What do you think about Afrobeats though? Because Afrobeats is a lot of that, especially West Africa. We're talking about West African music. Like the spirit of that is for fun. Yeah. And it's like just for celebration and fun. Yeah. But a lot of those sounds still feel timeless. But they feel like they last for a long time.
But I think that's the difference too is because like when you see guys like Burna Boy, Davido, Rema, Tyla, Stems, like I can name so many of them. Like, the difference between them and a lot of like Black American like artists is that they fully respect the tradition of what came before them.
True.
And that's like one of the main differences and one of the main reasons why, even though their sound has evolved and is different, it still stands the test of time. Yeah. And still 15 years from now, the new kids in the future, in 2035 or something, they will know Burna Boy. They will know Davido. They will know Wizkid. Like,
I think a lot of those songs will be classics.
Because a lot of those songs will become classic. Like,
Burna.
Like those guys will be seen as like timeless African giants. Yeah. Like, and I think that like there's more respect for tradition of what came before them than in North America. Yeah. And I think that's why like there's so much more good music in the Afrobeats, Amapiano space and stuff like that. Like, because there's just more respect. Yeah. Like, and I think that like in North America, there's a disconnect with like what came before us, like in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. Like, some of these new kids, they try to like, they think they can just come in the game and make like
just start off with trap.
Yeah, like, and no, it doesn't work that way. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good trappers, like, but it's like, even if you do trap music, go back to Gucci Mane, go back to T.I., go back to like, like people that came before you. Yeah. Like, go back to Outkast. Like, they're not trappers, but it's like, if you want to do trap music, go to ATL, study the game, study everyone who made great trap before you, then make something that respects that with a new sound. Yeah. And then you have like great trappers. Yeah. Like, because like if you just come in the game, I'm going to like throw some like Quavo ad-libs and like a trap beat. No, like,
while living in your mama's basement.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and don't get me wrong, you might have like a couple like gold plates, platinum plates. Yeah. But 5 years down the line, no one is going to remember you. Yeah. Like, and you won't even like actually have helped your family because most likely your dumbass would have blown up the money way too quickly on a Lambo or some stupid shit. Like, a lot of you guys will recognize themselves. But yeah,
yo,
you know,
I don't know how we got to that tangent, but
I have no idea. But here we are. But
All
yeah,
right. Dope. So Grand National Tour.
Grand National Tour.
SZA.
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
More music from both of them.
Yeah.
And 2025 is going to be an interesting year.
It's gonna be a fun year.
You got the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is
SZA's
coming.
got to come out.
She gotta come out. Doechii, we see you. You're probably in California or Florida right now. I hope you're resting your family, having a great holiday and shit. But I better see you in February on that stage.
At the Super Bowl.
And Tyler, well, if you're not too busy, we'd like to see you too. And obviously, I'm hoping and expecting some of the TDE crew to show up. Either it's Absol, great album, by the way. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Absol showing up, or J-Rock, Schoolboy Q.
He had an amazing album this year.
Amazing album.
People forgot about Schoolboy Q.
You guys better put some respect on his name.
That album was beautiful. Sonically, jazz influence, the samples, the horns, just the sound. Yeah.
Not fully, honestly.
Also truly very hard hitting.
Yeah.
Sounds like what you'd expect Schoolboy Q to make in his own way, where because he's just telling a story from his history in Compton.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
I mean, we don't need to explain.
We don't need to explain?
Yeah.
But then he's weaving it through these beautiful jazz sounds, like trumpets, the beats. Just beautiful project.
I feel like it's a classic timeless hip hop album. It's even though it dropped this year,
it'll be a cult classic.
Exactly. I feel like 15 years from now, 20 years from now, people will go back to this album like, oh shit, Q snapped. He was talking his shit and he made us feel something. Bro, when you look at this year, 2024, 2025 dominated by TDE.
Yeah.
As simple as that. Outside of Tyler, TDE has some of the best album of the year. We have Schoolboy Q, we have Absol, we have Doechii, SZA just dropped the new album, Kendrick dropped. I know it's PG Lang, but it's TDE, that's his family. Their run is completely insane. It's just and more people need to talk about both Q and Soul. Because both of these guys dropped amazing body of work.
The Grammys disrespected Schoolboy Q.
Yeah, I fully agree.
That not getting nominated for
honestly, the
rap album of the year.
Yeah,
that was
a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Schoolboy Q, no, not Schoolboy. The Grammys, they never get it right.
Yeah.
Every time I choose nominations, I'm like, come on, man. And there's always someone missing, and in my opinion, Q definitely deserved the nomination.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the best albums of the year. I don't know if we'd have won, because he has to compete with
who's he up against?
Actually, that's a good question. Oh, M and maybe who else? I don't even know. Doechii.
Is she on for rap album of the year?
I think she is, and I think for new artists as well. I think she's up for 3 of them.
I think she's gonna crush it for new artists.
New artists, she.
Oh wait, she against Sabrina Carpenter though.
Oh.
That'll be fun. Yeah, they're not gonna let the Chapel Rowan girl get it.
No, I don't think so.
But they might. The Sabrina Carpenter girl, they're probably gonna, give that to her.
Yeah, probably.
Anyways, no comments.
Anyway,
on to the next topic.
On to the next topic. Yeah.
So, SZA, you get on that Super Bowl stage.
Yeah, you better be there. We'll see you in a few months, on your tour, and we appreciate you for this body of work. Yeah. We appreciate everyone watching or listening. If you want to leave comments, please do. If you want to subscribe, you'll see on the screen, please do as well. Tell us your favorite song. Tell us why it was your favorite song. Yeah. And we see you in the next one.
Out. Dope.
Yeah. Bro, another one.
Another one.
Another one.